Yeah, we had, on the internet and other sources, we had learned of a product called EcoTraction that was being used in areas for, that experience a lot of snow and ice. And so we had contacted some folks at Earth Innovations, and they had graciously offered to provide us some sample product to use during our annual winter carnival event, in which, among other things, we erect an ice palace, and we attract thousands of tourists to come in and for the 10-day event. And you can imagine the problems we'd had in the past using salt around an ice palace. Not only was it dirty, but it got into areas that we didn't want it. So with the sample product we got, and we completely replaced our salt and sand with EcoTraction, and we had both from our emergency service department, we had no reports of falls or spills, no injuries, fall related, and we were so impressed with the product that we actually placed our first order this year for use because of the positive response we got not only from the community but those involved in actually building and providing services at the ice palace. The added benefit that we found is there's no cleanup necessary. Where the ice palace is built on the shore of Lake Flower is also our waterfront park area. So with no cleanup and the benefit of some fertilization actually made the park area a little greener than the year before. So we got benefit winter, spring, summer, and fall out of the product. The Village of Saranac Lake owns and mines, I should say the Village of Saranac Lake owns 2 sand pits and mines 1 actively. And you would think that with access to a sand pit that it would be very affordable, or most affordable, for us to use sand as the only traction or product for our streets and our sidewalks. But in fact, the amount of processing and handling we do with sand, from the time we mine it, screen it, deliver it to our site, load it on our vehicles, spread it out amongst around the village on the streets and sidewalks, and then in the spring, the arduous task of then picking it up, because particularly in the roadways, it doesn't go anywhere; it stays. And unfortunately, on the shoulders of the roadways, it will smother any vegetation or grass that might come up. So it's spring. It's one of the major undertakings that we have to do. Part of the annual ritual we go through when we're cleaning up the sand that had been laid from the previous winter is also clearing out our storm sewers, which during the spring, as we begin to get runoff, the runoff water carries the sand into our storm sewers and will clog them eventually. So again, it's part of a spring ritual where we have various pieces of equipment, sweepers, vac-cons, and various pieces of equipment out and around the village, picking up and handling the sand one more time. Once the man hours and the equipment involved are put into the equation, the use of sand for municipal purposes is not as cost effective as you would think. Well, a lot of people commented very positively on a number of things when we're using EcoTraction. One is, being that we're in the heart of the Adirondack Park, this is a very conscious community about the effects of salt. So the fact that we were even trying something other than salt in our most trafficked areas was well received by the communities. The visitors commented that it was almost immediately noticeable underfoot that there was a different material or different product on the ground that was providing stable footing. And we actually had a lot of people ask what was the product and where was it available, and so on and so forth. It's from actually from the volunteers who worked the various events, and from our own staff, emergency services staff, whether it be police or rescue, indicated a drastic drop in the number of reported falls and slips and subsequent injuries from slippery surfaces. I mean, it was we regularly expect a certain number every year, but those areas where we used EcoTraction, there was a noticeable decrease in the number of incidents reported. We received no reports of injuries from slipping and falling in and around the Ice Palace itself. We would certainly encourage any community that holds wintertime events to try this product because we found there to be several advantages to it. We haven't found any downside or disadvantage to using the product as of yet. One of the benefits we found was that it doesn't break down as quickly as salt might or some other melting product. So you actually end up using less than you would of some other material.